It's that time to change up the perfume tray again. So we are now in February. We have left December and January behind. The holidays are all over, and even though it is still cold outside, at least where I live, so I still want to have access to fragrances that I really want to reach for in the colder months. I'm really excited for a little bit of change. I'm in a new year and I maybe want a fresher feel, a fresher look, starting to a little bit look forward to spring, but we are definitely not there yet. So I've got all of those things covered on my February fragrance tray, and I'm going to share them with you. Hey, you probably won't believe that I actually filmed that intro like days ago. I was in the middle of filming and I had to stop to go take care of something for my kids, and then one thing turned into another, and I actually planned to be out of town for the weekend for one of my friend's birthdays, and so I've just gotten back from all of that. I got off the plane like a couple of hours ago, and I wanted to get this video finished and hopefully get it out to you sooner than later in the month of February. So let's get into that and try to move a little quickly because it is very late in the day, late in the evening, I should say. I'm not going to do these in any particular order, but I will sort of cluster the fragrances into kind of the categories that they fit in or the occasions that I would wear them for, and try to keep them organized that way. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Valentino Donna. This is the original Donna. This is not Born in Roma or any of those other flankers. And this, I actually searched quite a bit for this one. I looked around for it because for a while they were saying it was going to be discontinued. And so I was like, I gotta have it before it's discontinued. Anyway, I don't know that it's discontinued because now you can find it easier now than you could when I was looking for it like a couple of years ago. But anyway, I still love it and it is available. It's got bergamot and grapefruit in the opening, iris, Bulgarian rose, and praline in the middle, and leather, vanilla, and patchouli in the base. I get the praline note, I get a little bit of the rose, something a little powdery in the iris, but mostly I do get the vanilla and the patchouli in the base. And the leather is not strong to me. It's not overpowering at all. I don't love leather as a note, so if it were too much, I wouldn't like it. It's just enough. It's not the most complicated fragrance, but it's really nice and it's great for every day, any occasion. You could do this for a special occasion, but this could easily be something like signature scent, kind of any day, anytime, and that's what I usually keep it on hand for February. I'm wearing it. It's good in the cold weather, but it doesn't remind me of like the holidays. So love it for February. Valentino Donna. The next is also in my everyday, anytime category. It's Sudbury by Parfums de Marly. It's the white one, and it kind of reminds me of this bottle. It is like classy, it's crisp, it's sophisticated. By crisp, I don't mean cold. I just mean fresh, a little crisp. It's got an iris note, I think, which makes it a little powdery. It's a little mature. It is not, I don't think it's old-fashioned. I don't think it's too mature. I don't think it's too much. But it's not a playful perfume. It's more of a sophisticated perfume. I wear this mostly to work or during the day, but it can be an anytime, any place fragrance. It's got tuberose, jasmine, and iris in the mid, which stand out to me, and ambergris, vetiver, and patchouli in the base. So I like it. It's not my favorite Parfums de Marly, but there's something that I like about each of them. And for this one, it's a good daytime fragrance, easy to wear in cold weather, not too offensive, not too much, and feels very like appropriate in basically any setting, any occasion. All right, next I'm going to do Jador Lore. So this is the newest Jador flanker, and it got something in common with the other Jadors, but it stands on its own. This is, to me, I think the heaviest kind of white floral version of Jador. The other ones, I think, the other one, at least I think in the original, it's got that really nice pear note, and it's got a little bit more of an old-fashioned smell. This is like an updated, sophisticated, but very heavy floral version. And the notes are jasmine, orange blossom, violet, lily of the valley, and rose. So just a lot of flowers. And that's really what you get, but beautifully blended, perfect for every day, perfect for work. You could easily wear this out and spice it up, you know, for something a little fancy, but perfect for any day, anytime. And that's what I've got it for on my tray. Let's see. Next, in the everyday, anytime, I have Tiffany Intense. So as I've said in like every perfume tray video that I've done so far, I have all of the Tiffany's because there's kind of a special story to that. I've gotten them as gifts from my husband, and I got this one. And this one has opening pink pepper, pear, mandarin leaf, then iris, jasmine, rose, and then musk, benzoin, vanilla, cashmere, and amber, and carrot is listed, which is very interesting. This has a clean, musky, and slightly sweet floral scent to me. That's what I get. It's like, it's kind of hard to describe. I pick up floral, I pick up musk, and I pick up something that's a little bit sweet, and then it all comes together to be very pretty. This is a pretty fragrance. It's pretty, it's feminine, it's a little bit sweet, but definitely not too sweet. And I think this is a safe blind buy. I think you can't go wrong with this. I think very few people would find it like offensive or really dislike it. It's not the most complex. It's not like niche layer on top of layer and all of these kind of exotic crazy notes together. It's very likable. So a beautiful fragrance, Tiffany, on my everyday sort of set of fragrances or bundle of fragrances. All right. This one is Elie Saab, Le Perfume. This is a floral fragrance, and it's a perfect, great everyday fragrance. It's floral, but it's got a honey note. So it's got honey in the base as well as vetiver and rose, and that makes it stand out to me. You can smell the honey, not so much, not like Scandal honey. It's light, it's pleasant, it's classy, it's sophisticated. It's not so sophisticated. It's not like you don't have to dress to impress to wear this, right? This can be anytime, but it's fun. It's perfect for a professional environment, perfect for a casual environment, and it's not too casual. So I have this in kind of the everyday, anytime category, and it stands up great in cold weather. It's also affordable and easy to find. So Elie Saab Le Parfum. Okay, next I'm going to move into some fragrances that are either for unique situations. I don't mean like fancy occasions. I'm coming to that in a minute, but kind of special situations or for layering. So the first in that category is Idole. This is just the original Idole. And this has a beautiful sweet pear note. It's got a prominent pear note, which is my favorite thing. And I think it's also got a good dose of vanilla, musk, and patchouli. So it smells floral, it smells sweet, and it lasts a long time. This is it's affordable. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's affordable. It's easy to find. This is the one that like doesn't stand up on its own, so that's kind of annoying. But it's easy to travel with. And because it's, you know, obviously flat, easy to put in a purse or something like that, a bag, cosmetic bag. And this one I like to wear. I don't typically like get dressed and then use this one unless I'm sort of hanging out around the house. I like to wear this one when I'm feeling like I want something cozy and warm, but I don't want something like gourmand. I don't want to go too far into like the warm, cozy, or like I don't want to do something smoky like by the fireplace or something like that, because those can be really warm and cozy and nice. But I'm not in the mood for something that heavy, but I still want something warm and cozy. And this is great for that. I also will reach for this whenever I just sort of want it. This is kind of a pick-me-up fragrance to me. Smelling this puts me in a good mood, and I really enjoy that. So Idole, the original, I know there's like a million flankers now, and there's really great things about a lot of them. But this original, it's just like a happy fragrance. So I want to be in a good mood. I want to put something on that's cozy but not too serious. I'll reach for this one. Similarly, Divine Moon by Tory Burch. This is also one that just makes me happy to smell it. This also has a honey note. Let me see what else it's got. This has Lady of the Night Flower is listed as a note in honey, and then sandalwood and almond milk. I guess I can see a little creaminess here. The nuttiness, yes, but the honey stands out as well as something that's feminine, something that's floral and feminine to me. It also says it's got bergamot and rhubarb in the top. That's not going to linger long enough for that to be like the top seller for me. For me, it's a very feminine fragrance with the light honey. It's got a honey note, but it's not as thick as this. It's definitely not as sweet as some of the really heavy honey fragrances. So this is like, if you want to try a honey note, but you want it to you just want a touch. You just want a touch of like fresh honey. You don't want anything that smells like edible sticky. You'll like this. Very feminine, very nice, and a new fragrance from Tory Burch, so check that out. This one is Burberry Goddess. Everybody's heard of this one. This is a vanilla all over the place Burberry. It's really nice. It's great for layering because it's a little bit flat. It's not totally flat. It's got some depth. It's got some dimension. But it's kind of a simple fragrance, and that is really nice when you want something simple. It's also really nice when you want to add it to something and then make that something a little different or a little complex. So I keep this around in February for layering, and I love it for that. The next, Lazy Sunday Morning. This is a very fresh, clean fragrance. This one has aldehydes, which gives it that sort of skin, clean linen freshness. It's got a pear note, love that. It's got rose, iris, orange blossom, and then it's got musk and patchouli or patchouli leaf. I think this smells really clean and really cozy. You could sleep in this and it wouldn't be too distracting. You could put this on like right out of the shower if you just want like a burst of freshness, cleanness. You could wear this when you're wanting to be cozy around the house and not like smell like heavy perfume all day. You just want to smell clean and fresh and pleasant. This is great. This is also good if you can wear this out, of course, especially if you're in an environment where you don't want your perfume to be loud. This would be more of a skin scent and really, really, really pleasant. Now you can overspray it and make it more than that, but you can just sort of keep it to yourself and enjoy it. Or when people get really close, they'll say, "Oh, you smell so clean, so fresh, so good. What is that?" You'll say, "That's Lazy Sunday Morning." Okay, one more in kind of the special category. And this one is new to my collection. It is not a new fragrance, but it's new for me. It's Creed Silver Mountain Water. This is generally marketed to men, and it smells a little masculine at first, but I think the dry down is more feminine than the opening, which is kind of interesting. But this has bergamot, mandarin orange in the opening, green tea, black currant in the middle, and then musk, sandalwood, and a couple other things in the base. I do get the musk, I do get the sandalwood when it dries down. And to me, when this dries down, it smells clean and a little feminine. And the sandalwood is like a little creamy. I wear this in the cold because it makes me feel like this bottle. Like it's crisp, it's white. I know you're thinking it's cold outside. Why do you want something that's crisp? Sometimes when it's cold, it's kind of nice to like lean into the cold, to not find a way to warm it up, but instead just like go with the crisp. It's like a nice starched white shirt, and it's like you're feeling good, you're looking good, and you're ready to seize the day. And this is like, you know, you have your double espresso in one hand and you've got your scarf and you can kind of see your breath out there because it's cold. This is what I think of. I'm like, I'm up, I am awake, I'm ready to go, and I'm excited about the day. So Creed Silver Mountain Water, I wear that when that's the kind of mood I want to be in. All right, so moving into a couple of special occasion ones that are a little different. Let me start with two honorable mentions. And they're honorable mentions not because they don't fit the bill, but because I got them in unique places and they're not easy to find. So I'm just going to mention them because they're on the tray. But the first is called Compound by, I think it's Cholared. This is a Japanese perfume company. And I actually got this in Japan. And this is like a musky floral scent. It's beautiful, it's feminine, it's just lovely. But you'd have to be in Japan or know where to find it to get it. It's not, they don't even list the notes on Fragrantica, so it's on my tray, but I'm not gonna go on and on about it. The other is called Fresh Fig Coriander, and this is by a company called Beast. They're a Hong Kong company, and I got this in China. I have a few others, or a couple others from this line. This is a fig and a sweet fragrance. It's like, it smells like it's got fig and maybe like something oody in it. That's kind of what it smells like to me. But these notes aren't on Fragrantica either, and it's really hard to find this unless you're in the region. So Fresh Fig Coriander, it's great. If you have access to it, I would try this one, but I won't belabor it because I don't think most people will be able to find it. The next one that I have is Yum Pistachio Gelato by Elie. So this is the one we all know. It's that creamy pistachio, kind of gourmand, new Elie fragrance, or one of the new ones. And it's really nice in the cold weather. I did not wear this in the holiday season, so it's like fresh for me. It changes it up, but it's got kind of that nice cozy gourmand feeling to it and can cut through the cold. The other Elie one that's made the cut this month is Elixir. This is a smoky fragrance, Elixir 11, I think it's called. Let's see if there's anything in here that would be helpful. This is a patchouli, amber, and vanilla base, and it's got some other things in it. It doesn't list like incense or anything, tobacco, or anything kind of smoky, or leather or anything like that. It doesn't list that in Fragrantica, maybe Elie website does, but I don't have that listed here. But that's what I smell. I smell something that's a little smoky, and maybe it's just the oud, because Elie, they are big on the oud. So there's got to be some of that in here, and that's got to be giving it a smoky quality. This is a little like Whispers of Truth Noir to me, but this is a lighter version of that. That's way smoky. This is like smoky-ish. That's smoky. But I like it, and only wear it in cold months. All right, so lastly we have special occasions. And that is the first I'm going to say is C Passione, if that's how you say it. So this is one of the Armani C flankers. And this has pear, blackcurrant, pink pepper, grapefruit, pineapple, rose, jasmine, vanilla, cedar, amberwood, patchouli. It's got a lot going on. It's very much a designer fragrance. It's like they threw everything in the... You know what this sort of reminds me of? The Good Girl Intense. The shoe. The high heel Intense. They don't smell alike. This, which is then why does it remind me of? It reminds me of that because that smells like it's a big mix of a lot of things blended together nicely that gives you sort of this distinct fragrance. That's what this is. Like I don't get like layer on top of layer. I get a big blend of a lot of nice things, but this has a fruity sweetness that one definitely does not. I get a fruity sweetness in this one, and it's beautiful, but I think this is it discontinued? You can still find it, but I don't know for how long. And I also don't know if I'm totally making that up. Maybe it's not discontinued at all, but I feel like that's a thing. Or is that just a rumor? All right, next one for special occasion is MFK Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait. I only have the Extrait. I don't have the regular. Oh, it's so good. And this is that like lovely burnt sugar, warm deliciousness that follows you and leaves a trail, and everybody loves, or some people love to hate now, but I still love it. And I wear it on special occasions. Not only on special occasions, and not just because it's expensive, but I wear it on special occasions because it feels really special. But I can make a special occasion out of just about anything. All right, the next one is called Cherry Ambition by Seven Virtues. This is the freshest cherry note fragrance I have. So I have a few fragrances with a cherry note. This has the freshest, juiciest feel. It's the most natural. It's the most pleasant. It's the least like Dr. Pepper smelling fragrance with a cherry note in it. I really like it. I was pleasantly surprised. I think it's one of the clean fragrances as well. I think that's their line. I'll check that and take it out if that's not true. But it's beautiful. If you haven't tried this, try it. It is affordable and you can get it at Sephora. And I only have 2 left. The next is Love by Killian, or Love Don't Be Shy, and this is the Eau Fraiche version, or the slightly lighter version. Now this one, I'm sure you know, Love Don't Be Shy. The base, it's got marshmallow and white musk. It's also got jasmine, peony, and freesia. So if you know Love Don't Be Shy, you know it is a sweet marshmallowy fragrance. This is sweet and marshmallowy, but it's not so much. It's like, it's sexy, it's sweet, it's strong, it's marshmallowy, but it's not like in your face as much. So if you like the idea of Love Don't Be Shy, but you don't want to go all in on that, try this one. Now, it is expensive. This little bottle, Killian, is just, it's expensive. And it doesn't last as long as the original. So try it. See if it's worth it for you. Maybe wait for the sale. But do try it if you're curious, because I think it's great. I don't have the original. It's too much for me. But this was just right. And then my last for February is Rouge Velours. And this is YSL. This is a lovely floral, slightly musky fragrance. It's got white tea, pink pepper, rose, jasmine, iris, patchouli, vetiver, musk. And the blend together, it's like powdery, lipsticky, floral, feminine fresh. Very feminine, very pretty. And this is a special occasion fragrance for me, but very easily could be every day. When I say special occasion, I don't mean just like date night. I don't mean like going out to a fancy place. I mean just like, I don't usually just get up and without thinking about it, pick it up and spray this one on. Usually I'm like, ooh, do I want to feel special right now? For whatever reason, this might be one that I would reach for. So I would recommend that you try it because you can find these in department stores. They usually have that one in stock. There's a couple of the YSL ones I've got my eye on, but they tend to be out of stock of them. But that one you can find and you can try, and it's great. The last thing on my perfume tray is not a perfume at all, but I'm going to mention it because that's the kind of channel I have, and I wanted to say it, and it's my little, this is a little perfume bottle, but I put anointing oil in it. And I have a couple of these around my house, but I keep one on my perfume tray just so I know where it is always. And I pray over my house and over my husband and over the rooms in my home and over my children every day. And I will anoint them and bless them and ask for God's protection and provision and just express gratitude for them all the time, every day, as much as I can. I try to do it every day. I don't do it every single day, but I do most days. And so as you can see, I mean, there's only this much left, but I've got a big container that I just keep filling them up. So I encourage you to have a habit of interceding for your family and for your household and praying and really blessing the people in your life. With that, we're going to end this video, but I want to encourage you once again, please subscribe, leave a comment, share the video. We are so close to 100 subscribers, and I can't wait for the first giveaway and all the ones after that. So thank you for sticking around, and I really do hope to see you next time.